Ever wonder how a single date on the calendar could hold the keys to world-altering scientific revolutions, the birth of technologies that connect billions, the clash of mighty empires, and the quiet beginnings of cultural phenomenons that still resonate today? Well, you've come to the exact right place. Welcome to the Today's History channel. I am thrilled to be your guide as we peel back the layers of time. Today, we're laser-focused on May 24th, a date that, as you're about to discover, is absolutely packed with pivotal moments, unsung heroes, and earth-shattering events that have profoundly shaped the world we live in. We're not just skimming the surface here, we're diving deep into the why and to how these incredible stories unfolded. From ancient battlefields to the laboratories of genius, from the roar of iconic engines to the hushed halls where history was made. So if you're ready to uncover the fascinating, the forgotten, and the truly unbelievable tales that May 24th has to offer, then buckle up. Let's fire up the time machine and explore the history that happened today. Chapter 1: Crusaders abandon Acre, 1218. Our journey begins way back in the Middle Ages, on May 24th, 1218. A significant moment in the Fifth Crusade unfolded as the Crusader forces were compelled to abandon the vital port city of Acre, leaving it to the Ayyubids. Acre, located on the eastern Mediterranean coast, was more than just a city. It was a strategic linchpin for the Crusader states, a gateway to the Holy Land. Its loss was a major setback for the Crusaders. This withdrawal didn't just affect the Fifth Crusade. It reflected the shifting power dynamics in the Levant, underscoring the Ayyubids' growing strength under leaders like Al-Kamil. For the Crusaders, holding onto such coastal strongholds was crucial for supply lines and reinforcements from Europe. Losing Acre meant losing a critical operational base, forcing them to rethink their strategies in a long and arduous conflict. This event is a stark reminder of the complex, brutal, and ever-changing realities of medieval warfare and politics. Chapter 2: Nicolaus Copernicus' death and the scientific revolution, 1543. Fast forward to 1543, May 24th marks a bittersweet day for science. The brilliant astronomer Nicolaus Copernicus passed away, reportedly on the very day his masterpiece, De Revolutionibus Orbium Coelestium on the Revolutions of the Heavenly Spheres, was published. This wasn't just any book, it was the spark that ignited a full-blown scientific revolution. Copernicus dared to challenge nearly 1,500 years of established thought, the Ptolemaic system that placed Earth at the center of the universe. He proposed a heliocentric model, with the sun at the center. Imagine the audacity. This wasn't just an astronomical adjustment. It fundamentally altered humanity's place in the cosmos. It demoted Earth from its privileged central position, paving the way for future giants like Kepler, Galileo, and Newton. The shockwaves from this publication rippled through science, philosophy, and even religion for centuries to come, truly heralding the dawn of modern astronomy and our understanding of the universe. Chapter 3: Samuel Morse's historic telegram, 1844. Now for a giant leap in communication. On May 24th, 1844, Samuel Morse, from the Capitol building in Washington, D.C., sent the first ever public telegraph message to a train depot in Baltimore using his invention, the Morse code. And that famous first message, "What hath God wrought?" A fittingly awestruck sentiment for a technology that was about to shrink the globe. Before this, sending a message across long distances could take days, weeks, even months, relying on riders or ships. The telegraph, with its dots and dashes, allowed for near-instantaneous communication. Think about the impact on business, news dissemination, and even warfare. It was the internet of its day, connecting distant points with an invisible electrical thread, forever changing how humanity interacted and shared information. This single event truly ushered in an era of instant long-distance communication, laying the groundwork for the interconnected world we live in today. Chapter 4: Brooklyn Bridge opens, 1883. Let's marvel at an engineering masterpiece. On May 24th, 1883, one of New York City's most iconic landmarks, The Brooklyn Bridge officially opened to the public with grand celebrations. At the time, it was the longest suspension bridge in the world, a true feat of incredible engineering for its era, connecting Manhattan and Brooklyn. Its construction, spanning 14 challenging years, was an epic saga of innovation, tragedy. Several workers, including its chief designer John A. Roebling, died during its construction, and sheer human perseverance. The bridge, with its majestic Gothic towers and intricate web of steel cables, wasn't just a way to cross the East River. It became a symbol of American ingenuity, ambition, and the dawn of a new industrial age. It fundamentally changed New York, allowing for the city's expansion and in becoming an enduring symbol of the city itself. Chapter 5, Amy Johnson's Record Flight, 1930. To the skies for a true hero. On May 24, 1930, the daring British aviator Amy Johnson made history, landing in Darwin, Australia, becoming the first woman to fly solo from England to Australia. Piloting her de Havilland Gypsy Moth, which she affectionately named Jason, Johnson embarked on a grueling 19-day, 11,000-mile journey. This was an era when aviation was still a perilous adventure, especially for long solo flights. She faced treacherous weather, mechanical issues, and navigated by basic instruments over vast, unfamiliar terrains. Her courage, skill, and sheer determination captured the world's imagination. Amy Johnson didn't just break records. She shattered stereotypes about what women could achieve, becoming an international celebrity and an inspiration to countless aspiring pilots, particularly women, around the globe. She was a true pioneer. Chapter 6, Bismarck sinks HMS Hood, 1941. Now we turn to one of World War II's most dramatic and devastating naval engagements. On May 24, 1941, in the frigid waters of the Denmark Strait, the formidable German battleship Bismarck sank HMS Hood, the pride of the Royal Navy. The battle was shockingly swift and brutal. HMS Hood, a symbol of British naval power, exploded catastrophically after being hit by Bismarck's shells, sinking in mere minutes. Of her crew of 1,418 men, only 3 survived. The loss of the Hood sent shockwaves across Britain and the Allied world. It was a stunning blow to morale. The Bismarck, a technological marvel of its time, seemed invincible. This encounter highlighted the deadly effectiveness of modern naval gunnery and the vulnerability of even the most powerful warships. Though it's worth noting, the Bismarck's own reign was short-lived. She was hunted down and sunk just 3 days later. Chapter 7, the first Eurovision Song Contest, 1956. Let's lighten the mood with a cultural milestone. On May 24, 1956, in Lugano, Switzerland, the very first Eurovision Song Contest was held, an event that would grow into a global phenomenon. Little did anyone know then that this competition, designed to foster cultural exchange through music, would evolve into the extravagant, sometimes campy, and always eagerly anticipated annual spectacle that captivates hundreds of millions of viewers worldwide. It's a unique blend of music, national pride, and often a touch of political undertones, a true cultural institution. Conceived in a post-war Europe looking for ways to unify, this initial contest was a relatively modest affair, featuring just 7 participating countries. Each nation presented 2 songs. The winner? Lise Asher, representing the host nation Switzerland, with her song Refrain. Chapter 8, Scott Carpenter Orbits Earth, 1962. Humanity's reach for the stars continues. On May 24, 1962, American astronaut Scott Carpenter piloted the Mercury Atlas 7 spacecraft, named Aurora 7, completing 3 orbits around the Earth. This was a critical mission during the height of the space race between the United States and the Soviet Union. Carpenter became the second American, after John Glenn, to orbit our planet. His nearly 5-hour flight wasn't without its challenges, including issues with fuel and a tense re-entry, but it provided invaluable data and experience for NASA's burgeoning space program. These early Mercury missions were about more than just national prestige. They were about pushing the boundaries of human exploration, testing the limits of technology, and taking those first brave steps into the vast unknown of space, paving the way for the Apollo moon landings and beyond. Chapter 9. Concorde's first commercial flight, 1976. Our final stop today is a marvel of aviation technology. On May 24, 1976, the legendary Concorde, the world's first supersonic passenger jet, made its inaugural commercial flights, with British Airways flying from London to Washington, D.C., and Air France flying from Paris to Rio de Janeiro. Cruising at twice the speed of sound, the Concorde could cross the Atlantic in under 3.5 hours, less than half the time of conventional jets. It was the epitome of luxury, speed, and cutting-edge design, a symbol of a glamorous era of air travel. For those who could afford it, it offered an unparalleled experience. While its distinctive sonic boom limited its overland routes and high operational costs eventually led to its retirement in 2003, compounded by a tragic crash in 2000. The Concorde remains an icon of engineering prowess and a nostalgic reminder of a time when supersonic passenger travel was a reality, an unforgettable silhouette in the sky. And there you have it, just a selection of the incredible events that took place on May 24th throughout history. From scientific revolutions to engineering triumphs, tragic wars to cultural beginnings, it's quite a diverse day, isn't it? Which of these stories resonated with you the most, or perhaps surprised you? Share your thoughts in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this journey through time, please give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into history. Hit that notification bell so you're the first to know when we release new content. And remember, you can find bite-sized recaps of some of these events in our shorts videos right here on the channel. Until next time on Today in History, stay curious and keep exploring the past.